Tanya defines the mission of Pursuit. Pursuit stands for transformation, transforming underrepresented groups. Tanya defines that. Tanya has always shown resilience and perseverance. True to the fact, during our transition from headquarters at Long Island City to the remote world, Tanya's Wi-Fi, for example, was a big challenge. One of the biggest challenges she faced in doing the material, in doing her projects, in communicating with us via remote, very challenging. But Tanya never gave up. Tanya, whether she went to her local church or her family, she found a way to get a good connection to communicate with us in a remote world. Tanya persevered through all ups and downs while making sure her children too kept up with remote school. That too was a big challenge. Tanya has two kids and everybody transitioned to remote world. It was very, very hard. So Tanya rose above all that, all those challenges. Today, I want to celebrate Tanya. Pursuit celebrates you. I celebrate you. Please unmute as we introduce Tanya to give her remarks.
Woo!
Yeah. Engineer Tanya, take it away.
Okay. I hear them cheering. Okay. Oh, thank you, Zohar. Thank you so much for joining us on today as we celebrate this occasion. Thank you so much, Alex, you almost made me cry, Alex. Okay. So I made a little speech and I'll try to not take too much time or cry. I'm gonna try. So my pursuit into tech started about 20 years ago. Aging myself, but it's okay. At 18, I tried to attend DeVry. I knew I loved tech, but I couldn't afford the price of tuition at DeVry. So I ended up going through a cycle of different dead-end jobs, administrative jobs. I did like a lot of just jobs here and there. And when I wasn't working, I would volunteer at church. At 21, I was a single mom. I found myself at a point where of unemployment recently because I had lost my job like a year before I joined Pursuit. And one of my best friends, Amika Ukamaka, she's here. Hi, Amika. She told me about this program that she thought I would do well in, which was Pursuit. One of the things is that I do volunteer at church, like, because I had a lot of periods of unemployment. So I'm like, let me just volunteer, keep myself busy, do things. During that time, I realized that I could learn just about anything if I had the time and the equipment to learn, because I did the media, I ran the camera. I didn't know none of these things, but I took the time to learn because the church needed it and I was there. So that showed me that I can learn stuff. So once Emeka told me about Pursuit, I took the opportunity, I applied and I found myself being accepted. But once so I got accepted to Pursuit. A week before Pursuit started, I was in the hospital. I wound up in the hospital and I had to have like emergency like gallbladder surgery. And I got out of the hospital because it was a process to figure out what was going on. I got out of the hospital and I wound up being released, I believe Saturday or Sunday. And that Monday Pursuit started. My 6.3 class started. Okay, so 6.3 started. I went. I had just had the surgery and I still went to the class. I was in a lot of pain. By the time I got upstairs, I asked to speak to someone, and I believe it was Jessica Shu that spoke to me, and I just started crying. I was in pain, but I was like, I have to be here. I have nothing else. I'm at a really low point, and I need to be here. She told me that I was crazy for coming. And she told me to go home and take like 2 or 3 days and get some rest and come back. If it wasn't from that alone, I lost my way. I started that's how my pursuit started into tech. There was times where I didn't have money coming in, so I had days where I didn't have food and I didn't tell anyone. But those days I realized it was harder for me to focus. I ended up going into like a shelter, but I didn't because I wasn't working. I was just able to make it to Pursuit each day because I just had that surgery. But needless to say, I wasn't working. And wound up in the shelter, but I didn't realize in the shelter we didn't have Wi-Fi, so that posed a challenge as well. um, but with all of that said, I was still able to push past all of these struggles, all these different things that came. With a lot of the hits, I did stumble at times. I started to shut down, but Alex would come and find me. He made sure, he said, now you have a community behind you, ask for help and not to shut down. Brianna Riley said at some point I would have to choose myself and not get distracted in other things. So that encouraged me to just like buckle down and really study hard, because this was me choosing Pursuit, was me choosing myself, relying on the intellect that God gave me and taking that step to say I can get into tech. Like, I know I'm capable. I just needed the right opportunity, which Pursuit gave me. Antonio was there, and he was a PA. He was patient with me. He stayed those late nights with me, helped me study. Greg, one of my fellow students, BM Benito, all the guys in my class helped me. I really need help. I was It was an honor to be a part of my 6.3 class. Each and every one of us helped each other where we were struggling. I didn't think I could make it. I took every word of encouragement that I got from the staff and from my fellows, and I held on to it. I studied and I prayed and I had faith. Even in the midst of the pandemic, I knew Pursuit would make it. I had a dream of it being a train that took my fellows and I on a trip to a better place. Like I saw, we started off in a gray area, and Pursuit was that vehicle. It was that train to take us to a place of sunshine and sunny days. That's the way I took it in. But and here I am. I saw other fellows in that dream. I saw different fellows get off, but I didn't see where I got off. But now I realize this is my stop. I was able to find a job and join the Not Worldwide. I don't plan to just leave. I want to put some time into so that I can encourage others that have had similar struggles, or just each and anyone else going through Pursuit, to let you know that you can do it. Um, you can overcome different obstacles in life, situations. Age doesn't matter. I got gray hair if y'all ain't see. Um, as long as you have that drive and you can study, you'll be able to succeed. I thank each and everyone that's here that helped me along the way. My family, my mom used to drive me. The first couple of weeks, she would drive me to Pursuit because I was in a lot of pain, and my sister would help me as well. Between the two of them, they would help me in the beginning a lot. Um, they, my friends, my family, my Pursuit staff, my fellows, each and every one of you, I thank you so much. I am so glad that I was able to be a part of this program. And now I'm getting to move on to an awesome job at the Not Worldwide Planet. I love weddings. I love celebrations. So this app was like the best thing for me. It's like this job was just for me. Um, and I'm so thankful to be here and to have found it. And at this point, I will say that's it. Sorry if I rambled on, guys, but I will share my screen and I will ring the gong. Okay, let me make the gong big. Whew, okay. All right. Yay, ringing the gong.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
I tried. Thank you, guys.
Congrats, Tanya. Thank you for sharing your story. And I actually noticed there's a whole crew here for you as well. Is that right? There's like a who's
You guys,
joining us?
you guys can unmute. That's like my family. My whole family, they're like in a room set up with the TV. I don't know if they hear you guys.
Shout out for the family.
Shout out family. Thanks for joining.
But like I hear them screaming, but I guess they're still on mute.
Let's give Tanya's family a big round of applause for joining too.
Welcome.